Ladies, I'm here on the show, and we'll start here with college football news, so we'll transition to NFL. So we're going to go over all the stuff from yesterday, some stuff from today. So LSU has agreed to pay Lane Kiffin his Ole Miss postseason bonuses. He can make up to $1 million if the Rebels win a national title without him. Probably ain't gonna happen, but his $13 million annual salary at LSU will put him on par with Kirby Smart as the highest paid coach in college football. If LSU were to fire him at some point, they would owe him 80% of remaining contract to fire without costs. Nebraska, they're firing their defensive coordinator, John Butler, after one season. I'm sure John Butler was the only reason Nebraska sucked. UCLA is expected to hire Bob Chesney, the James Madison head coach. Pete Nakos reported yesterday, so they're expected to hire James Madison head coach Bob Chesney. I could sit here and say, oh, I'm not sure if this is better than the JMU job. It depends if you consider pay a better job. It's all about potential. See, UCLA even got their head out of their ass. They'd have a higher ceiling. But I feel like this could be a good hire for them. Bob Chesney maybe could have got a better school, but we'll see if he can turn around UCLA after the disaster they've been. Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel, he told CeeLo Football that he's not a candidate for the Penn State job. I wouldn't want low expectations. That's part of why I want to be here. We'll win big. I hate that fat orange fucker as much as anyone, but goddamn, this is so funny. Lives in low expectations. He don't win really much. He hasn't really won shit for Tennessee. I don't think he'd win anything for Penn State either. So, obviously Kentucky hired Oregon offensive coordinator Will Stein. I done a video about that last night. BYU's Kalani Sitake emerged as Penn State's top target to become their next head coach, which we got more news about that today. And let's say it's not good for the Penn State man. There was something that Jared Kurtz, the #1 quarterback, flipped his commitment from Georgia to Vanderbilt. He informed the Bulldog staff of his decision this morning, but he said, but he said something on Twitter, maybe that this was not true. I don't know. So allegedly transferring, allegedly flipping his commitment. Oh man, some sad news here. Paul Feinbaum will not run for the Alabama U.S. Senate seat. Oh man, how sad, man. Horrible news. Former West Virginia head coach Neil Brown is the top name to take over for Eric Morris at North Texas. At Texas this year, he was a special assistant to Steve Starr Station. Texas Tech and head coach Joey McGuire have agreed to a new 7-year deal, Ross Dellinger reports. This is definitely the year for every coach to get paid. If you're up there as a national title contender, and you're gonna start getting big recruits. Charlie Weis is returning to Ole Miss as offensive coordinator to coach the playoffs. He boarded a plane to Baton Rouge with Lane Kiffin on Sunday. Oh my lord, this is getting crazy with Ole Miss. The AD doesn't want Lane Kiffin there. I don't think he cares about the others. I think Lane Kiffin wanted to really burn the place down while leaving. Charlie Weis didn't. Yeah. Now the update. BYU's Kalani Sitake, sources tell On3 that he is staying in Provo. He had emerged as the top candidate in Penn State's coaching search. BYU is committing $10 to $15 million of NIL on top of revenue sharing. The new deal is currently expected to pay him roughly $9 to $9.5 million annually over the deal. Penn State is getting so many coaches paid without hiring one. That's the cookie continues to crumble for Penn State, man. Who the hell is this? Who the hell are they going to hire? But yeah, that's really college football news from yesterday and some from today. So let's move on here. Alright, we got one little thing here. One more. North Texas, and just like I was talking about Neal Brown, they're finalizing a deal to make him the next head coach. So North Texas over there looks like he'll be the next head coach. But yeah, I'm sure there's other like commitments, flipping commitments and whatever. But that's all the news as of now. Per report, the Broncos are signing former Bills receiver Elijah Moore to their practice squad. Rumors, the Commanders are a team to watch for the 49ers. Wide receiver Brandon Ayuk, if he were to be released per Jay Fowler, ESPN. Oh man, they're gonna get another washed player available. Oh man, paired Debo and Ayuk on the same team. So Joe Shane, Giants GM, so he had some comments today. What is happening? So Giants GM Joe Shane is confident the team will be able to hire a good head coach, even with him staying on the team, staying on as the team's general manager. From the calls we've gotten, I think we're going to be able to fill that job. I keep saying wave. Where? Are you sure you're going to be on the team, buddy? You might get fired. He won't be the one making those decisions. He might get fired. So let's get to some NFL here. So Justin Herbert underwent surgery yesterday in Los Angeles to stabilize a fracture in his left hand. Per the team, whose return to play is considered day-to-day. And status for next Monday's game against Philadelphia will be determined later in the week. Man, he better play. Fucking awesome. Just what my Cowboys need. Of course Justin Herbert's hurt. Let's run up through here. Bill Carter was benched for the first quarter of Monday night's game for the tardiness. Shocking. I guess he don't know how to go to a team meeting. Heading to week 14 of the playoff picture, the Bears and the Patriots are the number 1 seeds. Who would have figured that heading into the season? Wild card: Bills, Broncos, Colts, Jaguars, Chargers, Ravens, San Francisco Rams, Packers, Eagles, Seahawks, Tampa. But we still got a few more weeks to go, man. This playoff picture can change quickly. For the second straight day, Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown did not practice today due to a sprained ankle that he suffered on Thanksgiving. So it looks like he will be most likely out on Thursday's game against my Cowboys, which is huge in that one. I know they still have Jameson Williams, but still, not having Amon-Ra St. Brown is huge. The Steelers and cornerback Darius Slay have mutually agreed to part ways. Slay's agents Drew Rosenhaus and Robert Bailey told ESPN his interest in continuing to play and will consider signing with other teams, but his time in Pittsburgh has come to an end. So obviously going back to Philly. I can just see it. That just didn't work out with the Pittsburgh. And it also felt like he was hurt every other week. The Colts waived kicker Michael Badgley. The Steelers, they claimed former Vikings wide receiver Adam Thielen on waivers. Per source, I think because obviously I think he requested a release or something yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. I can't remember. Ask me to remember something's impossible. But hey, that's a 42nd birthday present for Aaron Rodgers. Adam Thielen, folks. The unction. We have a flex. A flex. The December 20th, week 16, Packers-Bears game has been moved into the 8:20 p.m. Eastern time slot. Eagles-Commanders now will be played that day at 5 p.m. So there's a little, should I say a little flex. The NFL said we are not putting Jalen Hurts on primetime. Put a much better game. But isn't this the same day the college football playoffs? Oh my lord. But the Steelers roster moves today. They signed Asante Samuel to the active roster from the practice squad, claimed Adam Thielen off waivers from the Vikings, and waived Darius Slay from the active roster. The Texans waived veteran offensive guard Laken Tomlinson. The team and Tomlinson were said to come to that decision today, and he will now go on waivers. But that's the news there from Adam Schefter. We talked about a little from JPA Football. Let's see if we have anything from Rappaport. And found a few NBA stories. So, Danilo Gallinari has retired from basketball after 20 professional seasons, including 16 out in the NBA. Number 6 pick in the 2008 draft out of Italy, played 777 career NBA regular season games. New Orleans Pelicans star Zion Williamson will miss extended time with a right abductor's injury. Sources tell ESPN he will be reevaluated in 3 weeks. He said, "I got one more in me." The injuries just don't stop with Zion, man. It's never been more over, man. It's not. No one's surprised anymore. It's just sad. So he returned November 19 after missing over 2 weeks with a hamstring. Played in 5 of the past 7 games before sidelining this abductor, which will sideline him for a much longer period. This generation's gray golden, except they were dumb enough to give him a second contract. Look, John Williamson's, when he's healthy, he's good, but my God, he can't stay healthy to save his life. I swear, man. It's frustrating, because he can be damn good. It's just, my Lord. Doesn't matter if he gets in shape. He still gets hurt. People within the Sixers organization are now feel that Tyrese Maxey is the face of the franchise over Joel Embiid and Paul George, per Ramona Shelburne. The Sixers said, "Dynasty starts after you, not with you." Well, it's been Maxey. Chandler Parsons says LeBron's stat padded to get 10 points last night. Believes Lakers are catering to his legacy instead of focusing on the season. Chandler Parsons says the game was already out of reach, down 30. Who cares? See if we have any more news. Nope. That's all to say for this video, so leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace.